Hi everyone, just popping on for a quick update. First of all, thank you all for the well wishes and positive thoughts. The audition, I think, did go very well. I don't know, and I may not know for a week, hopefully sooner, but I won't know for a while if I got a part. There were two parts specifically that really seem fun to play. One is like a wicked stepmother, and one is the mother of three children, two of whom are raving idiots, and one of whom is trying to court the male lead. And basically, I get to be one of those aging, used to be beauties who is thinks much, much too highly of herself, and her children can do no wrong whatsoever. Um, I think either one of those parts would be hilarious to play. One of them does have a British accent, so I will have to work on maintaining a British accent from the same locale for an entire speech. And while I have done British accents before, I do tend to slip into the Aussie a bit as I go on. So I'll definitely have to work on that a bit. Yeah. Um, but I don't know that I will get either part, even if I get the smallest, tiniest little part, which in my case would be the caretaker of the crazy lady who is the actual romantic lead's wife. I think she has like three or four lines. I would still be thrilled and excited and happy because I have been off the stage for 3 years now and I do miss it. And it was so nice spending time with the other theater people. Although there's a lot of kids in this one, the majority of the cast is supposed to be between 18 and 30, 18 and 25. So we had a lot of kids between the ages of 13 and 22 because at this theater they tend to play up. We all tend to play up. I have to this day never been cast in a role my own age. Well, okay, I did play Effie, uh, Justin Times' voluptuous secretary, and in that very small part, I had to have a very New York accent and be kind of a ditz. And I don't do a New York accent real well, but I do a ditz pretty well. And I had to wear a short-ish skirt. We compromised at about halfway between my butt and my knees, and I had to sashay as I walk. And the director, who was a man, literally had to teach me how to sashay because I don't sashay. And I had to do this knowing that the main character, who I found to be a very handsome young man, was going to be staring at my ass as I walked off stage. That was the one only time I played a part anywhere near my own age, and I was so self conscious. And then they put me in a literal neon red wig, and it was insane. And I finally, by the time we opened, realized this is just freaking crazy. So I'm just gonna do it, and gotta laugh every night at least. So, but that was 15, 16 years ago, I think, maybe. But that is the only character I have ever played remotely close to my age, and even then, I was a 30-year-old playing about a 20-year-old, maybe. Every part I've had since then, speaking part, I have been playing up. And not just a little up. I have been playing, I think the oldest character I've played was in her 80s. The youngest character I have played was supposed to be early 60s, but we bumped it back to mid 50s. Because that was as young as we could get away with the two ladies who were supposed to be my sisters. In fact, one of the sisters, was split cast, which means some nights it was one person and some nights it was another. And one of the ladies it was split cast with was in her mid 80s, and she was supposed to be my sister. So yeah, it would be really, really exciting to play a role my age group. And both of these roles would be pushing it, but late 40s, early 50s, I think I could get away with as young as the rest of the cast was. But I will take it, man. If it's in the same decade as I am in, that would be a first. But again, I have no idea. I won't know for a while. I just wanted to come on and say It went well. I got laughs where I was supposed to get laughs. Um, it was fun. I enjoyed watching the kids' antics. And I say kids. When I say kids, I'm talking about like 15 to 25-year-olds. So they're not necessarily like little children. There are a couple little children in this play, but they were perfectly well behaved and terrified to be on stage. It was the teenagers who were cracking us up. And at one point, I was playing that or reading. I wasn't playing. I was reading for that rich, wealthy woman whose children can do no wrong. And the boy who was reading for my son is supposed to step forward and say, "You spoke, mother?" And he did it in such a funny way that like everybody lost it. I'm like trying to hold for laughter, maintain a serious face, hold for laughter, and then no, I lost it. It's like, I won't lose it on stage, I promise, but that was just so unexpected and funny. And it might be one of those you had to be there moments, but basically it was a lot of fun. And when I do find out, I will come back and let you all know. But again, I want to thank you so much for the positive messages and positive thoughts. I appreciate it. It means the world to know I have people out there rooting for me. So thank you. Bye, guys.